I'm going to compare the Deuter Transit 50 and the Osprey Farpoint 55. So when I started looking for a travel backpack to replace my High Sierra bag, I knew I wanted the front zip-off day pack. And it was really kind of down to these two. Most of the things I read led me to the Osprey. I've had it for a little bit. I've used it on a couple of, like, weekends and stuff. I'm not crazy about it. And I here have a TSA luggage, carry-on luggage to, like, compare size of them. I have both bags loaded with 2 pillows of the same size and 2 towels, so you can get an idea of, you know, what they look like loaded. So both of these bags are, as far as like quality, amazing. You have no problem with either of them. Couple of key points: the Osprey is a lot lighter. What else? So besides it being lighter, its packing is a little different. They're both front load, which is normal. The Osprey, I would say, is more minimalist. So the padding on the straps is a lot lighter. Doesn't mean it's more uncomfortable. It's just lacking some features like storage and things like that. So first of all, we'll take off the day pack. One thing I don't like about it is the day pack. These straps go over it, which is kind of nice because you can compress the day pack. But as you're at the airport trying to disassemble this, take your day pack off, you're in a rush. It's kind of a pain because you got to unsnap it, unzip the bag, and then re-snap it to hand it to a baggage handler. I don't like that. The Osprey does have netting for water bottles, but it kind of sucks because once you have stuff in this bag, there's not enough room to fit a bottle. And even if you can, it's not very secure because it's not deep. So I can't even really say it has that or not. Zip off here. Okay. So day pack. The Transit 50, I kind of like because the zipper goes all the way around, whereas the Osprey doesn't, and your straps can hang out of the bottom. Not a big deal, except the Osprey has incredibly long tails of everything. Like you could trip on them just about. So we'll this. So the 2 day packs side by side. As far as like a quick outside compartment, the Osprey has this. That's as big as it is. That can fit your hand. The Transit 50, this entire front is a pocket. And then this is one of the things that really bugged me about the Osprey. So the Osprey does have a larger day pack. And you can actually see how much tighter the Deuter is than the Osprey, just in these towels I stuffed in here. So it's bigger, which is nice, but what it doesn't have is it doesn't have any organization here. So a lot of times the day pack I'm bringing out a plane or out for the day, but I can't store pens and things in it. It's just a giant zipper compartment and then a laptop sleeve. This doesn't exactly have a laptop sleeve, but it is large enough. This is a Kindle Fire 10, just for an idea, so that fits in there no problem. White paper actually fits in there perfect, and then I still have the rest of the bag free. so that's it for the day packs. That was the deal breaker for me, is the lack of organization. But there's a couple other things I don't like about the Osprey. It seems like it gets higher reviews than the Deuter, but I guess it's all personal preference. All right, so one thing you'll notice is the bags are different size when they're by themselves. The Osprey seems kind of like it's thinner this way, and you actually notice it a lot when you pack it. I didn't like the Osprey. Packing it was kind of a pain in the ass because you've got to get everything all the way out to the edges, whereas this, you have to feel it. I don't know how to explain it, but if you're in a hurry, you're on the move, and you just want to shove things in here and go, this seems a lot better. Another complaint I had about the Osprey was the zippers. They're tall, so if you're in a hurry, what happens, see that the zipper kind of cants as you pull on it. Depending on how full the bag is, sometimes it'll bind up and you gotta give it a tug. The Deuter does not do that. Well, I guess it does. But just from the feel of it, these zippers are a lot smoother, and even when the bag is like stuffed to hell, it unzips and zips really easily. Before I open these, let's get to the straps. All the handles, everything on the outside, you get the side, the top, all that stuff. Same. Pack. Alright, so you can already see that the Osprey is a lot more minimalist. The straps are thin, the hip straps are pretty thin too. The Deuter has these super thick padded hip straps and shoulder straps. The very quick system, I haven't played with it yet. It seems pretty cool to adjust. More padding than I would like. I would just prefer if it was a little lighter and less bulky. It's probably more comfortable, but I don't really have any complaints about the Osprey, so it's kind of up to you. I think they're both nice. I don't have any real complaints about either. One thing I did notice is the Osprey does not have any attachment points here. The Deuter does. There's 2 points here. So, for what that's worth. And I believe, so the Osprey has attachment points, so you can put the day pack on your front. I hate doing that, but apparently it's really popular when you do. The Deuter does not have that option. So, that could be a deal breaker for you. That's your thing. Now, the inside of both of these. So, again, even this, it's got these flaps on the Farpoint, but the zippers can get locked right now if they're up here. But you have to kind of maybe dig to get them, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Again, it's personal preference. So the Transit 50 has actually 2 compartments. They're connected inside. If you want, you can unzip them. But let me get these unzipped. Sorry for the production quality. I don't do these professionally. I just bought this one and then was unhappy with it, and I wish I had more information on this one. And it turns out I really like this better, so I'm hoping to maybe share that information. So, the Deuter, 1 pillow fits in here. It's nice and deep. We got the compression straps. You can apparently take this frame out. I haven't played with that. I don't think you want to, but I guess you can. But I really like that this is a really deep compartment. The Osprey, it fits two, you know, in the whole compartment. And it's deep at the bottom, but like I said, up here, it's not. And I found as I was trying to pack this at the end of a trip, you know, or in a hurry, you're just throwing stuff in here. And if you don't level it and get everything right, you know, even along the edges, I couldn't get the bag zipped. And I really dislike that because, you know, I'm in a hurry and I don't want to be screwing with it. And that's it. That's the entire compartment. It's one giant compartment. It has one mesh zip. Overall, it's a really nice bag. It's just a couple personal preference things I wasn't nuts about. It does have a place here for a sleeping roll or a tent or something like that. Not the kind of traveling I've been doing recently. So back to the Deuter. It's got, you know, mesh pocket up front. It has access to the lower half from here. But if you turn around, this compartment is where I put the second pillow. This compartment's really big. It's bigger than just for shoes. It's, you know, maybe a third of the volume of the bag. It's really deep. The thing I kind of like about this is a lot of times when you're traveling, you're carrying a bunch of stuff that when you're on the move, you're maybe not taking out every day. Shoes, rain gear, I don't know, heavy things. You know, you can pack them at the bottom of the bag, keep this closed, and then, you know, when you get someplace and you want to change real quick or get your stuff going, you have a totally separate compartment that you're not pulling your hiking boots out every single time you want to open your bag. For both of these, obviously because they're big open spaces, I highly suggest these packing cubes. These are from eBags. I don't have any experience with any of the other ones. I'm sure they're good. I am super happy with these, so I'd probably buy more of the eBags. I had one of these my last trip for 2.5 months. You know, I had used one of these for like electronics, and I think like a Leatherman and stuff. And there's no holes in these at all, so they're like really durable. I dig them. But yeah, I hope this helps someone else decide between the two bags. I don't think you can go wrong with either. The organization of the day pack on the Deuter is huge for me, and I really like the zipper pulls a lot better. So, good luck. Okay, I realized I forgot to show the fit, and I also found something interesting about the Deuter as I was trying to put it together. So, let's start with the Osprey. Like I mentioned, the straps are heinously long on them, so I ended up having to shorten them. Or not shorten them, but tie them up with little Velcro straps. So I'll put the pack on. So that's pretty much how the bag rides. It's really comfortable. Like I said, the padding is light on it, but I don't think there's any complaint as far as that goes. Like all the packs that have the zip-off day pack, it sticks out a ways, but I don't expect it to be, you know, heinous or anything like that. My High Sierra bag was really nice, but it got weird to have on when I had my laptop and stuff in the day pack. So okay, here's the Deuter. Same thing, really very comfortable. I think it'll be a little hotter because there's so much padding on these straps, but I guess it's good. Personally, I would sacrifice a little bit of comfort for, you know, some loss of bulk, but, you know, that's okay. I do like the adjustment system better for tightening all your adjustments. I'm not going to really go into that because it's probably more technical than I can explain to you guys. The Osprey, actually, I noticed this, has a built-in safety whistle into the chest strap. So, if that's important to you, awesome. So, and these packs are loaded with pillows, so, you know, maybe that wasn't the best demonstration of how it sits. So, again, this is what I was talking about. The zippers get caught down here. The Osprey has a little catch, so can't come unzipped. But this is what I was talking about down here. The bottom of the pack, because the straps are so long, they can hang out and just around. Not the end of the world, but. Day pack. The day pack has a chest strap on it. It's a little weird. I don't know what the heck you're gonna carry in this thing. I'm 5'5" for reference, too. Just so you guys know, these bags might look huge, but they're not. I'm just not a very tall guy. But it doesn't look bad. It's. I think I prefer the bag a little smaller, just because it like sticks out so much. A lot of times you're walking around, you know, crowded places with people. You don't want to look like a weirdo. Okay, so the Deuter. I found something on this that I really don't like, that I probably wouldn't have figured out until I was in an airport somewhere and cursing it, but I think it's doable. It's just to be aware of. I talked about the speed of being able to like take this off and on and things like that, because you're hustling, you know, you're at the airport or you're in your hostel or whatever, and you're just trying to get the hell moving. The Deuter, if you fill your day pack and then go to zip it onto the main bag, I realized there's kind of a design issue. It's not the end of the world. It's something to be aware of. So the bag, to make some extra space, has some extra material here, right? So it can expand to make more space. The problem is they put that expansion on the inside between the zipper where it attaches and the zipper of the day pack. So I can't really demonstrate because it takes two hands to do. But at this point, this is expanded. You know, the pack is full, and then you're trying to zip this and work it down. And I'll be honest, when I was trying to even set this up to do this video, it was kind of a pain in the ass. I guess you're probably in more of a rush when you're when you're at the airport and you want to detach it, so it's less of a deal. Now I feel like I'm just defending the pack. So what I ended up doing is I'm doing these compression straps, which helps alleviate that a bit. I guess if the bag was really stuffed, you could unzip one side of the main bag to give yourself. That's still a pain in the ass. Yeah, so I'm not nuts about that. I guess I'll have to play with it, or you know, just recognize it's a smaller bag, because you saw earlier, you know, I've got this thing full of these towels, and it's pretty tight. So maybe just put less stuff in it. So it's the Deuter. I like the look of the bag better. It looks. It's always weird to be a grown man walking around in public with a backpack on, but you know, it looks less backpacky, I guess. It's probably because I believe Deuter's German, you know, and Nice, simple, clean lines on things. So maybe that's it. But overall, oh, and I mentioned, you know, the Osprey is 55. This is the Transit 50. You know, I don't. I guess technically, the Osprey is larger, but I gotta be honest, I have the same amount of material in both of these bags, and the Deuter absolutely feels like there's more room in it. Even just stuffing stuff in it and zipping up is way less work of having to be very careful about, you know, packing everything right into the corners and the edges and all the way at the bottom and stuff like that. Whereas this bag here, if you don't really take the time to get it packed well, you'll never get the damn thing zipped closed. So I still think the Deuter works. It's just a matter of don't fill the day pack as much, and that'll help. So thanks, guys.